Okay, so you can see that Michigan is not comfortable with this matchup right here. Look how they're trying to front the post right here. So this guard does not have the angle to get the ball down there. Okay? You got a player right here. Get the ball right here. Now we go high-low. Right from there into the seal right here. Okay, now if you draw this defender right here, now this player in this dunker spot's open. But this is the angle to get the, you got to take advantage of this, and this is where the angle is to get the ball down low. So it's got to be right here into this seal down low. But you can see this guard who doesn't have the angle is going to try to get the ball down low, and you can see now they just ignore it, and you don't take advantage. Okay, White, we have two people going to one area of the zone. Look at this. Why? This player's responsibility is the middle part of the zone. This player right here guards the wing of the zone. Okay, where's this player going? You're going to get shredded. Look how we got two people doing one thing. So now the middle of the zone is wide open. And you can see Michigan's just going to hit them right there, and it's going to be an and one. All right, so we got a little cross screen action against this area of the zone. So look at this. This can't happen. This player's guarding nobody. If you're guarding nobody, you're leaving somebody. Okay? So this player here just cut down low. So this player's got to be seeing this, what's going on right here. Okay? So right here, you've got to leave the middle part of the zone right now. Okay? Because if this player sets a cross screen right here, you've got to jam this player as he comes through. Okay? If this player cuts to the middle part of the zone, this player's going to go with him, okay, and stay there for a few seconds. Okay, but we can't have, look at this, we got a cross screen happening right here, and no one's here to jam this player for Michigan. This, again, right here, right now you're guarding nobody. You're guarding nobody, you're leaving somebody. So right here, this player's got to get down into this area of the zone, that a cross screen is happening, and this player's got to jam this player coming through so that this player's got some time to get on the other side. When you don't jam the player coming through the cross screen, look at how low you're allowing this Michigan player to catch the ball. Okay? That's mistake number one. Mistake number two is now once you allow this player to catch this basketball, we got help coming right here. See, there's your help. The problem is look at this Oakland player. He's letting this player turn towards the baseline. Right here, he's got to angle his body this way so that the big for Michigan here has to put the ball on the deck in the middle part of the floor, because now we can dig at this, right? And that's where your help comes from. But if you allow him to turn this way, okay, there's no help coming from there. That's not where your help's coming from, the middle. So get your body turned so that if he's going to put the ball down, it's towards the middle part of the floor, and that's where we can help. That's where we can dig in the post. But you can see he allows him to go towards the baseline here away from the help, so it's going to lead to a two-shot foul for Michigan. Okay, so right here when Michigan's trapping across half court, look at this. Why do I not see anybody in the picture here for Oakland? All you got to do is just get this ball through. Make this pass as easy as possible. Once this ball gets through right here, bang, now we have a numbers advantage. Now you can see right here, if we get this ball through, it should be right here. It's a 2-on-1 right here. We get a cutter coming right here, okay? And now we have a 2-on-1. If this player sinks down, then this player's open for three. So if we back it up, though, you got to make this pass as easy as possible. All we have to do is get this ball through. Why is no one for Oakland in the picture right here? Just right there, bang, get the ball through, and now we should have something easy. But nobody flashes to that area right there, so now this pass through this trap is a lot more difficult. You can see it's a deflection and a turnover. Okay, so right here, this big can't stay in the paint right here. Look at this. Ball gets thrown here. Okay, so this player for Oakland steps up. Okay, he's really supposed to be defending the middle part of the zone, but he steps up on the wing. That's fine, because we got this Oakland player's got to stay here. Right now, look at this. This big can't stay in the paint. You've got to get up here. This is the middle part of the zone has now been vacated. This is now your area. If this player cuts through, the paint's not going to be vacated. This player's going to stay with them. If this player cuts through, this player's going to stay with them. But right here, this big has got to leave the paint. You've got to get up and guard out there. Because look at this. He doesn't leave. So now look where he's letting this player. I mean, you're letting this player for Michigan catch it right in the charge circle. I mean, it's just, see, right here, when this big now's got to leave. This is now your area of the zone. This player's defending this area of the zone. If he cuts, he's going to go with him. This player's got this area of the zone. If he cuts, he's going to go with him. But you can't just sit out at the paint and wait for that big to come to you. You got to go out and guard that big right now. But you can see, look, he doesn't even make contact with him until he's in the charge circle, and at that point it's over. It ends up being an and one for Michigan. Okay, so right here, it looks like Michigan's trying to trap across half court. All you got to do right now is get rid of the ball. Get the ball to the middle right here. This player is staying out and guarding the wing. Look at this. We got an Oakland player right here in the corner. This should just be boom right in the middle to a cutter right here for an easy two. But get rid of the ball. Right here, cutter, boom. Because this player right now is defending the wing, out on the wing area. But you don't get the ball to the middle of where they're trying to trap, and now you just reset the offense. I mean, right here, you got to get it in the lane. Michigan's in drop coverage right here. Why is this guard not getting into the lane right here? Okay? Create this little 2-on-1 between the guard, the big rolling against this big dropping. Okay? Right? And right here, now it's either a 2-on-1, or if this backside help steps up, then this lift is open, and we skip past to the lift right there. Okay? But get into the lane. See what you have. If this player steps up and help, then bang, it's right here for a catch-and-shoot three. But again, Michigan's trying to fight over the top of the screen. This player's behind the play. So get into the lane and see what you have right there. Okay, but instead he swings it, and now you reset. So again, you run this ball screen, and Michigan's in drop coverage right here. Okay, so right here, this player's going to come over and help in the gap right here. All right, so look, when this happens right here, this player's got to be seeing this. First of all, you can't be 3 steps beyond the three-point line. Right now, when you see your man getting ready to help like this, you got to get ready to go. Okay, and now look, now when he fully commits to this help, you're gone. Okay, and now look, now we're just dropping this to you right here. You're either into the lane for an easy two, or you're drawing help. This player steps up and help, then we got this lob open. This player comes in and help, then on your cut, then bang, we're going right to the corner for a catch-and-shoot three. But your man just went up and stepped up and helped. You've got to help out this guard by cutting. But you can see he doesn't cut. He just stands multiple steps beyond the three-point line, and eventually you get a turnover. Okay, so this seems like an extremely unnecessary trap. This would be a lot easier right here, okay, if this player who's defending the middle area of the zone just stays in the middle area of the zone, this player stays towards this area of the zone where he is, and this player stays towards the wing in this area of the zone where he is. Because now this big doesn't have to leave the paint. But look when you go trap like this. When you go trap like this, now the backline defense isn't ready, and it's a dunk. So if you are trapping like this, all right, let's take a look. This player's denying one pass away, good. If this big is stepping up to take this man one pass away, then this player's got to immediately sink down and get attached to this player in the paint. You can't leave the paint vacated. If a skip pass is made all the way out here, then he can rotate up, okay? But right here, look, this player's, again, you're just defending in no man's land. You're not defending anybody. Right here, we got one pass away accounted for. One pass away accounted for. 2 passes away we don't have accounted for. So if someone's in the paint, you got to get down. Again, now you're denying in the paint. If a skip pass is made here, you're rotating up. But when you don't deny the paint, and it's 2 passes away, the skip pass gets made right there, and it's just a dunk. But that was a pretty unnecessary trap. But if you're going to trap, the backline defense has to be a lot better than that. Can't turn your back on offense to the ball and your man. Look at this right here. Look at this player for Oakland right here. See how he's got his back turned to the ball and his man? You have to, it's just like defense. You got to be seeing ball, you man at all times on offense too. Okay, look, see how he's got his back turned to the ball and his man? Well, look what happens here. This player for Oakland's going to blow by his man. This player should always be having his eyes seeing the ball and his man, because right here, this player should be able to just draw this help right here, and you should be just diving right here. And we're just dropping it to you now for an easy 2. Or if you take this defender with you, then we've got this player in the corner wide open. Or if he wants to lift, he can lift and the three-point line's wide open. But this player has no idea what's going on right here. See, right here, this player should just be continuing to attack, draw this help. This player should be diving right here in this charge circle, and we're just dropping it right here for an easy 2. Or you take this defender with you, and now the three-point line's wide open. But the player doesn't cut, so now that player is able to help, rotate back, and now Oakland's going to end up just jacking up a contested 3 and getting nothing. Look at off this miss. Don't gamble right here. Look at this player right here for Oakland. Just focus on getting back. Just get back. Look at this. He's going to gamble, though. See, look, now you're gambling and trying to get the ball as opposed to getting back. So now when you get beat, now look, now you're giving up numbers. And all that forces someone else to have to step up, and it leads to a foul. Just get back. We don't need two people guarding one. It's very basic. Look, ball gets thrown to the wing. This player here can easily step up, okay? This player should be staying down in the corner so that this big can stay here. But look at this. Why do we have two people guarding one on the wing? Totally unnecessary, okay? This player should be down. This player is just fine guarding one-on-one. But now look, now we have no one to guard the corner, so now this big's going to have to scramble out, and it's not going to be in time, so it's a 3 for Michigan. Okay, so one, this player is defending in no man's land. Okay, look at right here. Where are you? You got a player in your area of the zone. Get out over here, because if the ball gets skipped there, you don't want to have to scramble out. All right, the big here has the paint. Apparently, this player is guarding the middle of the floor. But why is this player just standing in no man's land? Get out to the player that's in your area of the zone. Okay, because look, when the ball gets swung there, look, now this player's got to scramble and get out. Now, right here, okay, he gets beat a little bit, but this seems pretty unnecessary for this player to come all the way over here and help. Okay, again, we're again stuck with two people in the zone defending one offensive player. So it's just math. Now that means that when the ball gets swung here, nobody's defending this area right here. So again, right here, this player, shade over here more. You got a player in your area of the zone. Why are you going to make yourself scramble to get out there, and now you're going to get beat a little bit? I mean, again, this player here, the dribble's picked up right here. I don't know why this player's helping. This player can stay right over here, and this player should be able to contest. But now, again, we're left with two people defending one, so now when the ball gets swung, that leads to an open 3 for Michigan. Okay, so right here we got an unnecessary gamble right here. Look at this. Ball gets thrown to the middle here. Why is this player here gambling? Okay? This player's guarding the middle of the zone. Get out to the corner right here. Now, look what happens here. Now, of course, you're again going to be giving up an open 3 in the corner. And what does that do? That forces this big to have to leave the paint. So when that happens here, look at no one's here to box out this part of the zone right here. So you're giving up an open 3. This player here has to shift over now and take the big. Okay, and again, no one here to box out this player for Michigan because the zone is all out of whack. And you're going to see it's going to lead to an easy putback layup. And again, it all is because why are we gambling in this area of the zone right here? Get out to the corner so that you can stay here and this big can stay in the paint. Okay? But when the zone gets out of whack like this, not only are you giving up a wide open catch and shoot 3 in the corner, but look, there's nobody now here to box out this player for Michigan. So now you just give up a little putback like that. All right, too much space between the ball handler and the screener. Look at this. When this ball screen gets set, you got to come way tighter off this ball screen. Again, you should be rubbing shoulders with the screener right here because when you leave this much space between the ball handler and the screener, it's way too easy for this defender to fight over the top. You get Michigan in drop coverage here, okay? So if this player is going to have to fight over the top of a good ball screen right here, look, now you create this little 2-on-1 between the ball handler, the big rolling against this big dropping, okay? And then if that forces backside help, then your lift becomes a lot open. But it all starts with forcing this player to have to fight over the top of the screen, and it's way more difficult to fight over the top of the screen if there's no space between the ball handler and the screener. You're coming very tight off this ball screen. But look at how easy it is for this guard to fight over the top when you have that much space between the ball handler and the screener. So now that lift isn't as open, and it's a contested 3 and a miss. You can't leave the paint vacant in transition. Look, this big is hustling to get back, but he's not there yet. Okay? This can't happen. Look at how this paint is just wide open right here. Somebody right here, this player, get back to the paint. This player, get back to the paint. Somebody, okay? Once this big is back, then you can bump back into your area of the zone. But you can't, look at how this paint is just left wide open because we're just waiting for this big to fill it. Someone's got to fill that paint area until the big is back. And when that doesn't happen, look, now this lane is wide open and it's a layup. See, and look at the difference right here. Now you set this ball screen. Look at how much tighter this guard is coming off this ball screen. There's no space. So now it's much more difficult for this player to have to fight over the top of the screen. So he's behind the play. And you can see now, look, now this guard draws a foul. If you're not guarding anybody, that means that you're leaving somebody. Look at this player here for Oakland. He's defending nobody, all right? Right here, because we got a ball screen getting set in the zone right here. This player's coming off the ball screen. This player's going to step up and guard, and then this player's going to replace in the middle of the zone. But right here, look at this. This player's defending the wing right here. This big is going to have to get out to the corner right here. So right here. So you're going to have to bump him over there. How do you do that? By getting down here and taking this area of the zone. You're guarding nobody. Find someone to guard. That means that the offense is going to be able to overload space in the zone if you don't find someone to guard and bump this big over here. But look, this player's just guarding nobody in no man's land. So look, this big has to stay here in the middle of the floor. So now you're done. You're never going to have time to get back out to the corner, and it leads to a three. Okay, this is a terrible gamble right here. Okay, the ball's on the wing right here. This player's fine defending one-on-one. Stay to the middle of the floor so this player can stay towards this area of the zone. What are you doing here if you're this guard? Look at this terrible gamble right here. Again, now we've got two people guarding the ball. So this player now is going to have to start to shade towards the middle part of the floor. See how he's got to shade towards the middle part of the floor? Just stay in your area of the zone. You're guarding the middle of the zone. Stay there so this player can stay over here. But when you gamble like this, now two people are guarding the ball. This player's kind of basically got to account for both of these two Michigan players. So he's now going to be late to get out to the three-point line, so it leads to a three. Okay, so what's this big doing not battling for position right here? Look at this. You got a player in your area of the paint. Battle for position. Why are you just allowing this big to go wherever he wants in the paint right here? Look at this. Still no resistance whatsoever. Get this big out of the paint. Level up. You got a player in your area of the zone. Why are you just giving him all the real estate to back you down here? Look at this. Now look, now you're letting him seal you right here. Okay, so now you're going to try and front the post, by the way, with no backside help. So if that pass gets through, it's just a dunk. Okay, and now you're going to be forced to foul him right here. Look at this. Again, right now, battle for position right now. Bump him out of here. Why are you just letting him catch the ball in the charge circle and seal you right here? It's because you're not battling for space early. And so now you're forced to foul, and there it is. Okay, so you got to come tighter off this down screen right here. It's actually a stagger screen. So right here off this second down screen, just hard curl right here. Look at this. Why are you giving up space? This player did not show this big. He's not staying attached. He's not showing. So you have the ability to curl. Hard curl right here. Look at this. Because why are you going out and giving up space? Curl hard this way. And now you're catching it right here. You can get a little short jumper. Okay, if you force this player to step up, then this cutter's open. Okay, but look at, you're giving up space. You're just allowing this defender back in the play. Why aren't you curling hard off of this? So instead, look, you let that defender back and you let him play you one-on-one, and you end up jacking a contested three and getting nothing. All right, again, the big's got to battle for position early right here. All right, look at this. The ball gets thrown to the middle of the zone right here. Okay, now, so this player steps up to the middle part of the zone. Again, you got to take this man right now. If there's a cutter that comes here, then this player's going to go with him. Okay, but you've got to get up right. Look at this right now. You got to get up and battle for position right here. You're letting him, by just standing in the paint, you're letting him catch this ball way too low. Look where he's catching this ball now. He's catching it right at the tip of the charge circle. Right here, as soon as that ball gets thrown to the middle, get out of the paint. Start to battle with this player for position. Again, don't worry about the charge circle. Okay, if this player cuts here, this player's going to go with him. Okay, but when you just stand there, look, you're not giving him any resistance until the charge circle. At that point, you're putting yourself in a difficult spot, and it's a layup. Two people guarding one again. Ball's going to eventually get swung to the wing here. Well, so right here, this player Get out. You guard the wing. This player's got to guard the middle of the floor. Why do we have two people going towards the wing? What does that do? Well, that obviously leaves the middle of the zone open. Again, this player should be here right now. This player can handle this player just fine one-on-one. But you leave the middle of the zone wide open, so now Michigan has a numbers advantage in the paint, and you're going to see they're going to eventually get a layup out of it when it's all said and done. All right, this big's got to roll hard here off this ball screen. Look at this. So your ball screen gets set right here. This guard comes off it. Right now, as soon as you set this screen, you got to dive hard right here. Where you can't pop, where are you popping to? There's a backside defender right here. Roll hard, because what is your roll going to do? See, come look at this. Why are you popping? Roll, okay? Because look, once this big's, look at this big's going to commit towards the ball. If you're rolling like you're supposed to, either your roll's going to be open and we can hit you right here, or you take this backside defender with you, and now this drag along the perimeter's open for a catch and shoot three. But when you pop and don't roll, look, you allow this big can commit to the ball because you're nowhere to be found. And you see now Oakland's got to reset their offense, and they're going to eventually dribble it around and take a contested shot and get nothing. Okay, we don't need two people guarding the ball. I mean, there's a myriad of ways you're going to get destroyed by this. What is this second Oakland defender doing right here? All right, you're in transition. This player is doing a fine job defending one-on-one. Either get to the corner here, okay, or get to the wing here. But look what happens when two people guard one. Now you're giving up an open catch and shoot three in the corner. But two, that forces this big now to have to come out and contest. And what does that mean? There's nobody to box out this man right here for Michigan. So now you're just giving up an easy putback. Again, the big is letting him catch it too low. Look at this right here. The ball gets swung right here, okay? So this player's going to step up in this area of the zone. Right now, this big has got to get up, okay, and battle for real estate. Don't worry about the paint. Okay, if a cutter comes this way, we're going to come with him this way. If a cutter comes this way, we're coming with him this way. Right now, you've got to step up and initiate contact and battle for real estate down low. But look what happens. See how this big is just going to stand here in the paint? So now you're allowing this player to just catch this ball way too low. Like right now, again, get out and battle with this player for positioning. But instead, look what happens. See, look, now you've just allowed him to come all the way again into the charge circle, which, again, that's way too low. Turn, and it's going to end up being a two-shot foul. Look at against this full court press right here for Michigan. Where's this player for Oakland going right here? Look at this right here. Stay in the middle of the floor. Look at this. When the ball gets swung here, just be right here. And now look, now we're just getting you the ball right here, and then you're off to the races right here. You can't see. But right now, if you have got the ball right here and you're attacking, you have a 2-on-1 right now. Okay? This player is staying over here. If you're just in the middle of the floor right there, look, all it is you, this Oakland player against this Michigan player. And we should be able to get something easy out of that. But because he goes all the way to the corner as opposed to the middle part of the floor, you allow Michigan to run that full court press and you don't burn them for it. The camera angle isn't great, but again, we've got guys defending in no man's land here. What is this player doing? You have someone in your area of the zone. Get out. You're defending in no man's land. What the paint is taken care of. This big has the paint right here. This player's closing in right here so that, because you want obviously the ball to get thrown all the way out, to midcourt. Okay, this player's right here. And again, the paint's right here. This player defending the baseline out of bounds should be over here, so you're also walling off the paint. But what are you? You're in no man's land. There's a man in your area of the zone. Get to the corner right here. You can't be late. But look what happens. Late. 3. So right here, you have to cut right here. Look at this. This player for Oakland's going to blow by his man right here. Ball you man on offense, just like defense when you're away from the ball. If you're this player from Oakland, you have to be seeing both. And when you see your man stepping up to help like this, cut, go. Look at this right here. If this player just cuts like he's supposed to, we're dropping it here for a layup or a dunk. And it put 2 points on the board. But instead, you stand all the way out here. So now look, now you allow the defense to rotate out of this, and now you're left with nothing. And again, look if you dive to this open space right here. Again, this player for Oakland's going to blow by his man and get into the lane. Ball you man on offense, just like defense. This player for Oakland has got to be seeing both, okay? And look, when his man steps up to help, look at this right here, okay? Now, instantly, boom, I'm diving to this open space. See how he doesn't move at all? See how he doesn't dive to this open space at all? He just stands. So now look, now you allow this defender to help, and you end up getting fouled and going to the line, but you end up splitting the pair, okay? Right here, you don't even give him a chance to foul you right here. If when this player steps up, bang, you're cutting, you're moving, you're not standing, and now we're just dropping it to you, and it's a dunk. But instead, when you just stand, now you allow them to foul you, and you only get 1 of 2 points as opposed to getting 2 points. Okay, terrible gamble right here. Ball's going to get swung to the wing. Okay, so this player slides over so that this player can bump down into the corner right here. But look at this. This big steps up and takes the paint. Okay, this player needs to be cognizant of this cutter right here. Okay, because if that big is leaving to take the paint, you can't leave this paint vacated. Okay, this player in the zone is going to be defended by this player. Don't gamble. On the airtime of this pass, if the ball gets swung here, just get out. But look, what is this? Look at this gamble right here. What the heck is that? So now you get beat by a rip-and-go drive because of that little gamble right there, and you allow that player to get into the lane, and it ends up being a blocking foul and 2 shots. Okay, so we have 2 Oakland players doing one thing again. Look, 2 Oakland players are defending 1 Michigan player. That is a problem. This player here needs to guard the middle of the floor so that this big can sink down. Okay, and you deny any entry pass to the middle part of the floor. This player defends the wing, and he's fine. Okay, but look at right here. Now you have this big. This big's got to be worried about this player for Michigan and this player for Michigan. And that's a problem because, again, now this player for Oakland can't defend the post until right around the charge circle, and at that point it's too late. It's a layup. So right here, again, no, this player, you're defending nobody, okay? You're the 2 people on 1. You've got to defend the middle. This player can step up, bump this big down, okay? If you want this player out here, that's fine. Then this big is defending the middle of the floor, and he's got to get up, okay? And you obviously can't leave the paint vacated, so if there's a cutter coming through, like right here, then this guard's got to stay with him. Okay, you can't leave that guard. You can't leave that cutter right there so this player should now be all the way over here. You got to leave your space in the zone because this person in the zone has got that area of the zone if that's how you want to defend it. And then once the ball gets swung to the wing like this, okay, now look. Now this player is going to slide over here to bump this player back down to the corner, and then you can return to your area of the zone. But again, the problem is we got this big worried about 2 different people for Michigan. And when that's the case, now you allow this big for Michigan to get way too much real estate in the paint right here. Look where he's catching it. There's no resistance right here in the paint until the charge circle. And at that point, it's over. It's an easy layup. Again, you're giving up too much ground to the bigs on Michigan right here. Look at this. So the ball gets swung right here. Okay, so the player defending the middle of the zone comes over. Right now, this big for Oakland has got to go and battle for position right now. You can't wait. Again, you can leave the paint now because this player's got this area of the zone. If they send a cutter now, this player's just going to go with them. Okay, the paint will never be left vacated. But you can't just stand here and allow this player for Michigan to get all the way into the charge circle positioning-wise. Okay? Right now, get up and battle for position. Keep him out of the paint. But look, he doesn't move, so now look. Now you've just let this player from Michigan seal you off in the charge circle right here. And you can see he's going to try and wrap around and get a steal. It doesn't happen, so it's a dunk. Okay, so right here, this player's in the corner. He's going to drive right here. Now look what happens. This player here is going to step up. So what needs to happen here is when this player steps up here, you got to help the helper. Okay, you got to just basically trade responsibilities in the zone. If this big steps up, this player's got to sink down so that drop-off pass isn't there. But the problem is what is this player doing? This player's in total no man's land. You don't need to be helping. The help is taking place. You're guarding nobody. All right, if you're going to stunt it, if you want to stunt at this drive, fine. But as soon as you stunt, you got to get right back to your responsibility in the zone. But look, this player here, I mean, this player doesn't need to be helping anyways and being in the gaps here. But if he wants to do that, fine. But right now, you jab, get back to your responsibility in the zone. I mean, what really should be happening here is this player is just not helping at all. He's not in the gaps at all. He's just staying with his responsibility in the zone. This player steps up. This player then helps the helper down low, and you're fine. But when you have, again, when you have people just defending nobody, defending in no man's land, now this drop-off pass is there, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul for Michigan. Okay, so you want to be underneath the player in the zone when you're defending the middle of the zone. Right here, okay. When the ball's right here, get underneath this player in the zone. If the pass gets made to the middle of the zone right here, okay, you're fine. You're able to play him one-on-one. But now if the ball gets swung to the corner here, now you're on his inside hip. Because a pass from, if they go bang, bang, that's going to be two. Right here, look at this player for Oakland. Don't go over the top of this player. Make sure you're on his inside hip right here. Because now when the ball gets swung to the corner, now you're denying, now this pass can't get made to the middle of the zone. But when you start out when you go over the top of him, okay, defending the middle of the zone, now look, now they're going to swing it to the corner here, and now you're going to be sealed. See, instead of being on this player's inside hip defensively denying this pass, you're getting sealed. You're allowing the offensive player on your inside hip. So now look, now that pass is easily able to get made, and it's an and one. Okay, so it looks like Michigan's in a 2-3 zone right here. Okay, when the ball gets swung to the wing, okay, wide of this guard, you force the corner baseline defender to have to step up. So the short corner is going to be wide open on this. Look at this right here. Oh, one more swing right here, and we either have a catch and shoot three, which is there, wide open, or you're getting into the lane, drawing this player here, and now this player is going to be open there. Okay, you got to make sure, if this player sinks down, you got to seal him off, but you have a numbers advantage. This corner baseline defender had to step up because you threw it to the wing, wide of the guard at the top of the zone. So one more. Open catch and shoot three, you're in the lane drawing this player here, and now this player's open. But instead you take a contested three and you get nothing. Why do we have two people guarding the ball? Look at this right here. Why do we have two people guarding the ball? This player's fine to step up and guard the ball. Let this player guard the middle of the zone. This big right here has been killing us all game long. We don't need two people guarding the ball. This player's fine defending the ball one-on-one. Get down here so that you now this pass to the middle can't get made. This big can make sure that this player in this dunker spot is accounted for. Okay, but look at this. Now look at this. Now you're putting this big has to defend two different Michigan players. Where are you going right here? Look at this. The ball's right here. The ball gets swung here. This player is going to sink down and take the middle. This player steps up and guards the top of the zone. But now you put this big in a terrible spot. He's got to worry about two different Michigan players. And that big that's been destroying us just gets right in for an easy two. Okay, again, you throw the ball to the wing. Wide of this guard in the zone, you force this corner baseline defender to have to step up. So when this happens, where's this player going? Be in the short corner. You know it's going to be wide open. Look at this right here. You force this player to have to step up here. Oh, just be right here. We're getting it to you. Wide open jumper, or again, you're able to get into the lane, force this player to have to step up, and now this player's open, assuming he's able to seal off this defender sinking down. So we have a great numbers advantage. Two different Michigan players are guarding the ball, but the short corners where where the opening in the zone is. Get there. But instead, this player isn't there, so now we're not able to take advantage. And you're going to see Oakland's got to, reset their offense in the zone, and it looks like it's out of bounds now. Oh, my God. You got to take advantage of this. Look at this empty side ball screen. So Michigan's icing this ball screen right here, okay? The guard, just attack downhill. As long as you're attacking downhill, you're dragging this big and keeping him towards the ball right here, okay? Look at this. And so downhill, keep this big towards the ball, and look at this. At the right time, pocket pass through, and now look, now you force this backside defender to step up. Now we're in good shape when that backside defender has to step up, okay? Because now this backside defender steps up, and again, either this cutter is going to be open, so we short roll it right to a dunk there, okay? Or this cut right here occupies this defender after this backside defender steps up, and we short roll to a catch and shoot three right here. But all of this starts by this guard attacking downhill and dragging this big, opening up this big's roll, and forcing this backside defender to have to step up. But when you don't drag the big, look, now you don't force any backside help. Now Michigan can just play everyone straight up one-on-one. All right, we have two people doing one thing. That's how you're always going to get shredded running a zone. This player's defending the middle right here. When the ball gets swung to the wing, look, right here, this player's fine taking the wing. So get down into the middle right here, okay? Look at this. Now we have, but instead he's going to go towards the ball as opposed to continuing to deny the middle of the floor, the middle of the zone, which is his assignment. So when we have two people guarding the ball and the player from the middle of the zone leaves his responsibility, now look, now again, you put this big in a horrible spot. This big now, you leave having to defend two different Oakland players. So, I mean, look, this is almost common. Look at all the openings. Catch and shoot three here. Catch and shoot three here. Or drop off here for a layup, which is where they go. All because one player leaves his responsibility, and we're left with two people guarding the ball, and we give up an easy two. All right, so we got guys defending in no man's land. Look at this player right here. Where are you going right here? Why are you all the way over here? This player in the paint, the big in the paint, is doing just fine. Stay out over here, because now when the ball gets swung here, look what happens. He's going to have to scramble, and you're going to get beat, okay? So now if you get beat, look at this right here. Immediately you've got, this player's going to step up, so you guys basically have to trade responsibilities in the zone. Don't go towards this player anymore. You just got beat, okay? So you got to get down under here. Help the helper, but doesn't help the helper, so it's a drop-off pass and a dunk. All right, again, you run an empty side ball screen. This pass has to get made. It just simply has to get made. Pocket pass through. Backside defender has to step up. This cutter right here is now wide open. We're just dropping it for a dunk. Or if that cutter right here occupies this defender, this player's wide open for a catch and shoot three. But this pass has to get made to the man rolling. And you're going to see he ends up jacking a horrendous shot, and you get zero. Defending in no man's land. What is this player doing for Oakland? You're guarding the middle of the zone. Guard the middle of the zone. Where are you going? We got two people now guarding the ball. So now look. Now when this ball gets swung here, instead of this player just sinking down and guarding the middle so this player can stay here, look what happens. Now this player's got to fly over here. So look, now when the ball gets swung over here, now you're done. I mean, now it's just going to be a blow-by and a dunk. What the heck was that? All right, if you're going to double the post, your backline defense has to be there. Look at this. Here comes your post double. So what are our rotations? This player's got to immediately rotate here. This player's got to immediately rotate here. Okay, what is this player doing? Again, you're defending in no man's land. We're going to get destroyed when you defend in no man's land, and you're the backline defense. This player's got to get up the line, okay, and you're occupying both of these players 2 passes away. Again, rotation here, rotation here. This player here is responsible 2 passes away. So you want to get up the line, and then if a skip pass is made, you rotate to where the ball is. Okay? But right here, we screw up this. Basically all the rotations get screwed up. But this player here doesn't take the cutter right here, so layup. Okay, so again, you just have to see what's going on away from the ball. Look at this right here. Ball you man on offense, just like defense, when you're away from the ball. This player for Oakland just set a flare screen. Michigan didn't really defend it that great, so this player had to come up and help. You've got to be seeing all that. If you're this Oakland player, go. Look at all this space. Cut. Look at this. Because now we're getting you the ball, and you should be cutting your right here, and we're just getting the ball to you. We should get something easy out of this. But you stand right here. You don't move, so you allow this player for Michigan to help off this flare screen and then recover back out, and now we're left getting nothing out of it. Okay, so again, we're giving up too much ground in the paint right here, all right? This player's defending the middle of the zone is fine right here. This big's got to get up. Don't worry about the paint area right here for cutters, okay? Again, if we have a cutter here, this player will go with him. If we have a cutter here, this player will go with him. But you've got to get up and start battling for ground in the post right now. You can't wait, okay? Because look, they throw it here. Now look at how, see how he hasn't moved? So now you're allowing this player to get right into your jersey and seal you off. See, look at that. See, now you're sealed. Now it's game over, okay? And they're going to throw it down low, and it's just way too easy of a basket. So again, right here, right now, you gotta start, boom, you gotta get up and start battling for ground right there so you don't get sealed. Ball gets thrown to the middle here, this player's gonna move here, and if we're gonna vacate the paint, but if there's a cutter here, this player's gonna go with him. Cutter here, this player goes with him. But when you just wait and allow the player to initiate contact offensively, you're just letting them catch the ball too low, and it's easy. So what's taking so long for this player right here in the zone to get out to the wing? Okay, look at right here. Okay, you're guarding the middle of the zone right here. Good. Okay, right here, again, big is guarding the paint. Good. Get out to your area of the zone. He's one pass away. The ball's right here. This player right here, if you see here, why is he almost at the block right here? Get out to the wing. Again, middle of the zone's covered. This wing is covered. Paint is covered. What is taking you so long to get out here? What are you anticipating? So look at right here. Because it takes them so long to get out to the wing, you're going to get beat with a rip-and-go drive for no reason. Like right here, look at, right now, get out to the wing. What are you waiting on? The middle of the zone is covered. You're defending nobody. But because it takes them so long to get out to the wing, look, now rip-and-go drive. That forces help right here from this big for Oakland. Okay, and now we got to help the helper. And this big here for Michigan is going to seal off the man that is helping the helper, and you're going to see eventually he's going to be forced to foul him, and you're in the bonus, so it's a two-shot foul. I don't know what Michigan's doing. Is this are they trying to maybe trap a little bit full court? But look at this right here. Take advantage. Why is this player not just flashing right here? Boom. Now we're getting you the ball right here, and now we've got numbers. All three of these Michigan players are behind the ball now. Okay? So again, flash right here, bang. Now we have numbers. Look, now you force this big to have to step up, and then this player's cut is going to be wide open. We should get something easy. I don't know what Michigan's doing defensively, but we got to take advantage. You can see we don't, and now you let Michigan's defense reset. All right, again, this big has got to be battling for real estate down low. Look at this. Why? Get over here and start to initiate contact. Get this player out of the paint. Do your work early, okay? Look at right here, okay? This player in the zone's accounted for. This player in the zone's accounted for. This player in the zone's accounted for. And this player in the zone's accounted for. If this player cuts, this player's going to go with them, okay? Right now, you should be battling right now. Get this player out of the paint, okay? But what is he doing? Look at this. See how you allow this player to just get right into your jersey and seal you off? It's because you're not the one initiating contact right here, okay? You're not battling for ground before the ball gets entered in the post. So see, look now what happens. See, there's no contact at all with this big until the charge circle, okay? That should never be the case. Right here, look at, right now, you're into his jersey, you're battling for real estate down low. You're not going to let yourself get sealed off. But there's no contact whatsoever. You're just standing at the charge circle, allowing this big, and now you're not even giving any resistance until the ball is at the charge circle. So that's just too low. You're in trouble at that point, and it's a two-shot foul. All right, so right here we got to curl hard off this. We got a down screen coming right here. Look at this. You got to curl hard off this. This player is just showing briefly, okay? He's not going to let this player slip this. So curl hard. And again, if this player does stay out here, then this slip is going to be open. So look at this, though. Curl hard here. Why are you're just giving up space for no reason. You're allowing this defender back in the play. curl hard here. And look at this. I mean, oof, we should be, if you're curling hard here, we should get something easy out of that. Or you draw this big, and then now this player's open. But so you give up ground for no reason there, and you let that defensive player back in the play. Now the second thing is look at this. This is off of a cross screen right here, I believe. Look at this. Why is this player just standing right here? Again, feel out the contact. Get into this player's jersey. So we're throwing this ball down to you, and you're inside the charge circle and just going up. But because, look at how he's not feeling out the contact. He's not into his player's jersey and sealing him off. Now he's catching this ball outside the charge circle. That one and a half step difference there because he didn't seal off his man when he should have. Now look, now this becomes a real post up, and you can see now you're not able to get anything out of it, and now you got to pass the ball back, and you end up jacking a three and getting nothing. Same thing. Absolutely same thing. Look at this right here. All right? This player is going to handle this player in the zone. Once, look at, right now, this big's got to feel out contact right now. You cannot just stand here and allow this player to get all the way down low and seal you off right here. Right now, okay? This player's going to step up here. You've got to come out. Again, don't worry about the paint with cutters. If this player cuts, this player will go with him. If this player cuts, this player will go with him. But you have got to get out and battle for ground and don't get sealed off again. But look what happens. This player yet again just stands in the charge circle and lets this player get all the ground he needs. Look at how much real estate he's just given up because he doesn't move. So now you're again letting him catch the ball way too low, and he's able to just turn, and it's another two-shot foul. Okay, again, you got to curl harder off this down screen right here. Look at this. Michigan isn't showing off this down screen. So you have the ability to just curl right here. Again, you're just giving up ground for no reason, letting this player back in the play. Curl hard here. And look, now if we hit you here, it's either right into a short little jumper, or if you draw this big, now we're right here, and we're getting an easy dunk out of this. Okay? But look, instead, this player is just going to come all the way out here, allowing this player back in the play, and you can see, look what happens now. Now you're just jacking a contested three, and you're getting zilch. Okay, we got guys guarding in no man's land again. Watch this player here for Oakland. Where's he going right here? Look, okay, why is he going out towards this way? This is this person's area in the zone right here. This player has the middle. This big has the paint right here. Why? Look at how he's leaning this way. Now, again, you're just going to get beat on a rip-and-go drive. Right here, this is your responsibility right here. This should be all you're worried about, okay? This is this player's responsibility. I really don't know where he's going, to be honest. He should be getting out this way. This player guards the middle of the zone, just like we have all game long, and this big guards the paint. But again, look how he's kind of leaning towards this way. So now a rip-and-go drive is going to beat you, okay, and now this guard's in the lane. And so now that forces this player to have to step up, so there's nobody to box out this big now once this guard misses this little floater, okay? And now look, now that allows Michigan to retain possession, and it's going to lead to an open catch-and-shoot three. Okay, so off this miss, just get back. Look at this player for Oakland. Just get back and into your area of the zone in the half court. Why are you gambling and trying to get a steal here? Look at this. Where are you going? Just get back. Get wherever your area of the zone is. Get back. Get beneath the three-point line and back. But instead, he's going to gamble and I guess try and get a steal here. So look, now you get beat. And now you give up numbers that you shouldn't give up, and it leads to a layup. Okay, so again, you run a stagger, and they let you curl coming off of this right here, okay? So right now, watch this. So if this player is going to step up all the way here and get into the gap, right now, okay, this player here has got to be seeing all this. You got to be seeing the ball. You got to be seeing your man offensively when you're away from the ball. And look at this. When this player steps up like this, don't be standing 5 steps beyond the three-point line. Look at this. Soon as you make this pass, put yourself in position to make something happen here. Look at this right here. Soon as you make that pass, start to creep up. And if your man steps up in the gap like this, bang, you're gone. And we're just swinging it to you, and you're in the lane. If you draw help here, dunk. Okay? Or if you're in the lane and you want to take a little floater, fine. If you draw help here, we have this area here for a catch and shoot three. But again, right here, when your man is all the way over here helping like this, you got to be ready. You got to be getting ready to go. You can't be standing. I mean, he's almost closer to half court than he is the 3-point line. So you allow this player to come over and help in the gap, okay, and don't make them pay at all for it. And look what happened. It's a block shot, and you get nothing out of it.